You got a little bit bigger than usual.
Salud.
But it happens sometimes.
Oh, dude, that did not go down the right way.
Oh, and I got an ice cube. Oh. Ooh.
Right,
Those are some great vinegar faces you're making right now.
It's Joey's resting bitch face.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Adrian. That's Joey.
Hey.
That's Mike D.
Hey.
Our producer down in Tennessee, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
What's up, guys?
Guys, as always, we start our show. We tell our audience what we're drinking. And Mike, what do you got tonight?
Well, I busted out another new one here. We have Land Shark. This is island style lager.
That's new to you, I guess?
New to me, yeah.
Yeah.
I never drank it on the show, so
All right.
yeah.
Wait, you never drank it on the show or you never drank it in your life?
Never drank it on the show. I don't think I have it in my life either.
That's Jimmy Buffett's brand.
Oh, is it Land Shark?
Oh, is
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
Dude, I just read something. Jimmy Buffett died a billionaire?
Yeah.
Ooh, he had
In
those-
Sag Harbor, he died.
Oh, I didn't know he was
He had
that
those
Harvard.
villages, and the guy had a following like a cult. You know?
No, but it's just hard to, like, the guy was a billionaire.
Yeah.
Crazy. I didn't realize he had a beer.
I mean, yeah, he's got a beer, he's got a restaurant chain, he's got his music.
And it's good. It's a nice light lager, nice flavor.
Kind of like a Corona, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
not bad.
Yeah. Cool. Joe, what do you got, buddy?
Do you like I'll get to that.
Yeah, sure.
Do you like to put a lime in that? Like
No, I don't like any fruit.
me either.
No, not even in my Captain and Diet. A lot of times they like to put lime in.
There's that other beer, I can't remember the name of it, but people put an orange slice in it.
It's called Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Thank you. I can't do that shit, bro.
It already has a little citrusy flavor to it,
I'm not putting fruit pieces in my fucking beer.
Blue Moon, supposedly, our cousin Vinny was telling us that they came out with an IPA that I'm kind of waiting on. So,
But
whenever you're ready, cousin Vinny.
you all heard the thing about like fruit and bars, right? Like there's more fecal matter on the sliced fruit than
Dude, I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, and so like I've seen these studies, and it's just like I don't want any of that fruit in my fucking drink.
Now, like the bar stirrers they can't be a straw anymore. You know how they used to be like a straw? They have to be a solid piece.
Oh, really?
Because that's where they would nest, in the fucking bar stirrers, bro.
And I'm not a germaphobe or anything like that, but I can see how people sitting there slicing up fruit after they went to the bathroom. Who knows? Not everybody washes their hands.
Yeah.
properly
Nah,
and shit.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not a big fan of garnishes. Is that the right word? Garnishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the parsley, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like celery and a Bloody Mary, I never understood that.
Celery.
Yeah, but I like that. I like the olives. I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, Joey, you had your turn. So we have tonight. I got Founders Mortal Bloom. It's a hazy IPA, and it is 6.2%.
That's a pretty can.
Yeah,
Look at
cool
that.
can. Founders Mortal Bloom. I've been drinking a lot of different Founders lately, and I gotta just be honest, I like them all. This one is a citrusy and tropical. Has citrusy and tropical notes. I can't see. So
Did you get that at the gas station right here?
no, I got the beer distributor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Joey, what do you got tonight, bud?
Still working on this bottle of brown liquor.
Brown juice, baby.
Getting lower though, and then I'm sure next week it won't be back. Yeah, just hitting the whiskey.
Nice.
And Gabe still just H2O, right?
Yeah, but I think I'm on the verge of breaking. to
No,
be honest
don't
with
do it.
you.
Really?
Are you still dieting, Gabe?
I have the last 3 weeks have been a struggle, and
Yeah.
It's been a lot of
I've
chatter
added-
Burger King on the group text. Just want to put that
yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Did you get
there was
that
some
Bacon
Burger King
King?
involved? But I've also had some mashed potatoes. I've had breakfast hash browns. So it's amazing how much, like, I don't want to say gain weight, but plateau at a certain rate because of the sugar that's involved with all this shit.
Yeah.
Sugar is just, I've noticed it's just the enemy.
Yeah. The bloat, all of it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe in moderation, right? I mean, you like one cold turkey. That's hard to do, and in my experience, at least just for me, not realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To go cold turkey like that. So I think maybe just if you slow it down a little bit.
When
I was
when
actually
is
about
this-
to start doing it again, start on Saturday again.
When is this trip you're going on that you were honestly?
I don't actually think I'm gonna go. The can't seem to afford
Fuck the
me.
diet then. That's why you were dieting, weren't you?
One reason, yeah, but yeah, I don't think they could afford me. To be honest, I had a feeling they couldn't afford me, and I know now they can't afford me because they told me.
You sent them that estimate and they have an email back in 2 weeks?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
All right. Well, good luck with that.
Talking about sweets, some of my favorite sweets are s'mores.
Yeah. Now you guys know what this is about.
Of course.
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
Yosef.
What? Sorry.
S'mores on Long Island
Oh,
Well, welcome to the podcast, Joseph.
yeah.
for breakfast.
All right. So, guys,
Oh, yeah.
right, this past weekend we had a little bit of a major event happen. Governor declared a state of emergency. We had some wildfires out on Long Island. Just really, I mean, what, about 20 minutes away from us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along the highway on Sunrise Highway. It, Gabe, you texted us. I mean, so what, you got that feed, Gabe, from, I guess, what, just Twitter or something, or?
Yeah, it was on X.
Okay.
It was just, I think the hashtag was just fire. I was like, oh, maybe California's on fire again. And I was like, oh no, it's the other side of the fucking rock.
Just Long Island.
Yeah. So it came out, Gabe. I only saw this today, to be honest with you. I don't know when it came out, but it came out that the fire was started by somebody making s'mores in the woods.
Yeah.
For breakfast.
Yeah. And they're outside, and it was real windy, right? I mean, we had some like 40-mile-per-hour winds, and just a couple of embers, blew, east of where they were.
Can you fucking imagine knowing you were responsible for this
my
fucking...
God.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. They haven't said the name of the person, but like people got to know, right?
And how responsible do they make you? Like, because it's it was an accident, right? They didn't intentionally do that.
Well, the fire started like hours later,
Okay.
from what I read. I'm just saying.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But how responsible are you for something like that if it does go down?
I mean, terrible accident, dude.
Do you lock somebody up for that?
I don't think so. I mean,
You know?
Negligence? There's got to be some type of negligence.
Do you make them pay because they spent a lot of money, putting this fire
Dude.
out?
oh, bro, over 200 volunteer. No, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Anybody die?
Nobody died. Nobody died.
Couple of injuries.
About 600 acres of wildlife
Oof.
was burned, and I'm sorry, it was 100% contained. More than 600 firefighters from 80 volunteer Suffolk County Fire Departments responded to the blaze. So you guys are heroes. Good for you.
Here we go.
Nah, but seriously, thank goodness to all those first responders. Two of them got hurt. One guy got burnt on his face. He got airlifted to Stony-Brook. Another guy, he was fine. He got, I think it was, smoke inhalation issues and stuff. I think maybe 2 structures might have caught on fire, but I don't think it was anybody's home, I believe.
When it was going down live, how much did you pay attention to it?
Dude, I was
Were you
I'm on the
guys
expressway.
panicking?
No.
So I'm on the expressway by Nichols Road. And I'm like, what is going on? I see all that smoke. It's a fire somewhere. It was weird because it was like white smoke. I don't usually have for something in my head. I think black smoke. It's black smoke's a fire. Like, I don't know what that is. I thought that was that plant in the app bank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the hell is that? And then my wife, she's reading something popped up on social media, like an alert. And it's saying it happens along Sunrise Highway. And I'm like, that's great. I go, we're on the expressway. I'm like, that's no way it's not Sunrise Highway. And sure as shit, man. It was, all the way down. So I was, was I nervous? I mean, I was like, this is crazy. I hope they get it under control,
You weren't like my wife.
No, I wasn't panicking.
Oh my God. And then it turned into like the whole argument because I'm like, yo, just chill. They'll put it out.
Yeah.
Mike said, they'll put out, they're heroes.
And then it turned into a whole argument about how I never fucking worry like when hurricanes are coming or snowstorms.
I mean, I love weather.
I'm like, what are you gonna do? It's out of your control. If the fire comes creeping out, what do you want me to hook up the garden hose and spray the house down? Like, I don't understand. The fuck do you want me to do? But yeah, there was that panic. Oh my God, it's in sunrise. It's spreading. I'm like,
Well, I mean, dude, if they were worried it was going to jump the highway, and if it jumps the highway, north on Sunrise Highway, that's all residential.
I know, but it's out of our hands. What do you do? You know what I mean?
It's still,
Did they evacuate people?
They were preparing to. I don't think they actually did.
Yeah, I don't know if they did.
It was fucking windy though, man.
Oh,
Like,
those particular days, the day before was really windy.
like that was the perfect recipe
Oh,
for a
yes.
brush fire.
You ain't shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But it had rained earlier, right? So
It poured, dude. On I think like 2 days before that.
yeah. So the ground, and the leaves and shit should have been a little moist.
Dude, you know what? In the pine barrens over there, all those trees
moist.
are dead.
Moist.
You know, and it's just
Moist.
that's all it takes. You know, and it was like these embers. It was 4 different fires. Yeah. So scary stuff. I mean, good for seriously. And I know we've been joking and stuff, but thank you to all the
Volunteer
people responding.
firemen,
Yeah, all the
yeah.
volunteer firemen. It 600 guys respond, and we get it, Gabe. 600 guys respond, and only two get hurt. That's
yeah.
pretty good numbers. So
I was at a soccer game. I was kind of out of the loop on that a little until it was sort of the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see smoke
Didn't
from
see
where I
any
was.
smoke
though.
or anything like that, no.
were you home?
No,
Just at a soccer game.
No, but it could be home.
he meant
Oh,
like on our home
Oh,
field.
home field.
Like,
I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah. So anyway, that got me thinking. We we talked about our email question from Barbara from Mastic was about being buried or cremated last week, and it got me thinking with these fires. What in your mind? I just want to get you guys' take. What's worse, drowning or burning? Not to be morbid, you know what I mean, but just I'm sure it's something we've all thought about.
I think burning. You've seen drowning portrayed on movies. I remember specifically 007 when with his girl. Oh God, her name's on the tip of my tongue.
A recent 007?
No, but the blonde, yeah, the recent guy, yeah. When she's in the elevator, the cage, and it goes in the water, and she takes her last breath, but it looked pretty peaceful. You know what I mean? Her eyes open up,
You-
But it looked peaceful. It wasn't that fire burning.
See-
Oh shit! Panic.
I disagree. I don't think, because what comes to my mind when I think about drowning, I think of a movie as well. And did you ever see? And we brought up Gene Hackman last week, which we got an update on that. But the new Poseidon adventure
Yes.
with Kurt Russell,
With Kurt, yeah. I mean,
early,
it's still,
early
it's still
20 years
it's still
old.
Yeah,
20 years old probably.
Yeah.
But you didn't see it?
No,
In that movie, Kurt Russell dies and he drowns, and they show it, and you just see him
Panic.
just like gasping and stuff. And I got to be honest with you, it looks terrible.
yeah,
Burning's gotta hurt.
It looks, yeah, I know, but I feel like, don't you kind of like pass out from the pain? Maybe.
Do you?
You also
That's the thing.
suffocate. You also suffocate when you burn, because
Yeah.
what's happening is when you're burning, you're also inhaling those hot fumes or those hot vapors from the fire. So you're burning your esophagus, you're burning your larynx. When that burns, you're essentially suffocating.
I think without a doubt in my mind, burning is the worst of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you do go into shock pretty quick when you're starting to burn. I think when you're drowning, I think you're probably that feeling of not being able to breathe has got to be killed. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm telling
It's only to that one swallow, right?
Basically-
Because you're holding your breath until that one,
It's almost like being
and then
strangled.
it's over.
Yeah, I feel like it's slow. I feel like drowning's slow.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think you'll
You struggle.
what Gabe was saying, like, you might just pass out or be in shock. Like maybe you might not feel it.
The girl was his girlfriend. Her name was Vespa, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember when she was?
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
It was very peaceful.
That was the first one, Casino Royale.
Yeah, with Casino Royale, right?
yeah.
She was trying to protect them and shit.
It wasn't a lot of vagina. Wasn't she one of them?
Was not a lot of vagina.
Wasn't she one of the Bond girls?
I think so.
She was, I think, Austin Powers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, baby.
This guy's, you think like it's like a James Bond, like thought it was serious.
I never got into the Bond franchise.
What?
No,
No,
No Star Wars, no Bond. What goes on in that brain?
I don't know, man.
What's your action adventure movie? What would you go to? Like
none of them.
None of them. No,
Indiana Jones?
love it.
Okay.
All right, well, that's,
He is human. Yeah.
they just picked a new Bond, right? Is that a fact, Gabe? They picked Henry Cavill as a new Bond.
Who's that?
I'll be honest with you. I'm in Joe's camp. I'm not a fan of 007 either.
What?
Yeah.
He's so smooth.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Always got hot women. Got
I like the
cool as
transporter.
shit.
That's a good.
Jason Statham.
Yeah,
I think I seen the first one. But then I feel like every other movie he makes is like the same.
It's
plot.
all the same.
it is.
Right?
It
Yeah,
is.
He's
the
running,
beekeeper was the transporter.
driving
The
fast.
transporter was the beekeeper.
Now he's got another one coming out too. That's very similar.
Yeah. And then he had that stupid one where he had to kill himself to stay alive.
Yeah, recharge or whatever, or keep himself, pumped up adrenaline or whatever it was.
I was a
right?
big Lethal Weapon guy.
I
Yeah,
think the weapon.
It was
Yeah.
good. That was a good.
What's the best lethal weapon?
Good franchise. I'm gonna say.
The first one, maybe. Right?
I think
You like the one with
I'm
Joe
leaning.
Pesci?
I'm leaning towards 2 or 4.
I like one. I feel like the first one out of a series is always the best.
It lays the groundwork, the foundation. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
He also had the best hair in that one.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Pussy. Just kidding.
So you mentioned
I'm not gay no more. I'm waiting for that.
you mentioned Gene Hackman. Right?
Yeah.
You
So
know
right.
But real quick, you know what the kids say these days? No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Yeah, like instead of saying like I'm not gay, like no Diddy.
Yeah.
Oh, in reference to Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's weird.
You heard who's wrapped up in Diddy now, right?
No.
Number 13, Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh yeah, I saw this, bro.
He's being accused of rape.
Rape.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the Diddy case.
A minor, right? I think a minor.
At one of those parties?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. He's one of the the rapists listed on the Diddy fucking case file.
Oh man, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, are you shocked? I'm not.
I am.
Well,
You know
they
why I
have
am?
pictures of
'Cause,
him doing
dude,
cocaine off
yeah,
a hooker
I'm
and shit
saying
like that.
You are a millionaire playing in New York. You know what I mean? Why do you got to go do that?
I agree.
He's
I feel like
he's the athletic version of Hunter Biden.
And just for the record, when he left New York, he was never the same. His star diminished in
He
my
was-
eyes.
he was-
like he was never as a big a star as he was when he was a Giant.
I'm saying maybe not the same player. You know what I mean? But still, a famous athlete.
Yeah, but nobody was wearing Odell Beckham Jr. jerseys like they were in New York.
No, I tell you what. Since that infamous boat ride that they took,
well,
that
yeah.
ruined everything right there. That was it.
I don't understand it. I don't understand how you have there's got. I mean, whatever. I'm not saying that's a good thing either, or the right thing. But I'm saying there's got to be women being like they're throwing themselves at you.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Why do you have to resort to something like that?
I know. man.
That's
know?
because it's a power thing, man.
And especially like someone underage.
They say rape. Rape is not about the sex. Rape is about power. Abusing.
Listen,
people.
any athlete out there that needs a guy to keep him in check, give me a call. Email the show. All right, I will be that guy to tell you no.
Yeah,
Well done.
Everybody needs one of those guys.
world on.
All right, guys. So we got an update on the Gene Hackman death. We brought this up last week. It's been pretty bizarre circumstances. Been going on for a couple weeks. Came out. What was that? I guess on Friday, whatever. Right. I think that that his wife was dead for about a week or so. Week, maybe possibly 10 days before he died.
Yeah,
And this poor man, 95 years old, suffering from dementia and stuff. I don't know. Maybe didn't realize there was nothing he could do. He was very frail.
Apparently, she was a big part of his life at the end there, and she, so she was keeping him together. So yeah, his dementia was that bad. It must have been a scary situation for everybody involved. Her passing thing, knowing that she's leaving this old guy, without being able to get someone to help him.
I mean, but I'm saying, I guess it was that bad where he didn't call anybody. He didn't call 911, right?
It says
he didn't hear the fucking dog barking.
Well, they said it seemed like he might have missed a lot of meals because he was malnourished and skinny. So he
It's fucking guy.
it says that he had advanced stages of Alzheimer's. So he was pretty bad.
But the shit that she died from is fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, something.
It's like rodent disease or some shit, right?
Yeah,
Hantavirus.
So what? Like they were like treating for rodents or something? Like it was something that
Exposure
It
to
is.
She ingested or
exposure
something?
contaminated rodent droppings, urine and saliva. It's like flu-like symptoms. It says.
And I don't know. So I'm just speculating because there was a whole thing about that they had bought the dog and the dog dead, and so what happened with that? They said that they brought the dog to the vet. The dog had some type of procedure, and they put the dog in a crate when they got home, and that's why that dog is dead,
Yes.
stuck in the crate. But who knows? Like, if there's a sick dog and you're talking about a rodent disease, maybe that dog transmitted to her, through licking her face or something. Who the fuck knows?
But just how sad is this?
Oh,
It's a bizarre story.
Like-
honestly,
like-
but-
crazy ending.
It got this bad. You know what I mean? Where he couldn't. You got a dead wife. Just in one of your bathrooms.
Yeah.
There for days.
Dementia is wild, man. Like,
And she was in charge of giving him his medication and stuff. So you're talking about, a week, 10 days with him not even taking any meds for his condition.
Yeah, very sad, man. Poor
Yeah.
people. Poor people. All right. Well, there's. I mean, we knew, right? We knew there was something. Something
I'm
to
just
this.
glad it's not foul play, because it sounded very fishy. If it wasn't carbon monoxide, like, what the fuck? But at least we got some answers, right, to something. We don't have any answers on the JFK files yet. We have no answers on the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's pissing me the fuck off.
I don't know
too.
if that's gonna come out. I gotta be honest.
Bro,
with you.
we're fucking jokes, bro.
Hold on, before we get into that, rest in peace, guys, and I hope people found some closure on that. But with that being said, I agree, dude. I don't think. I mean, what's going on with that, Gabe? You know what I mean? There was all all this talk and stuff, and I got a feeling somebody's telling him, no.
So you're gonna embarrass
the-
the CIA
Yeah.
or the FBI, and
The last thing I saw was there was an arrest made in the FBI for obstruction of justice. There was also the director, I believe, for that division had to forcibly step down. So there's heads are rolling for them hiding the files from Bondi. But on top of that, if that happened almost 2 weeks ago, where the fuck are the files? Like, why haven't they put them out? So there's
have they
two.
commented on it. Have they
Yeah.
commented?
So Trump's lawyer was the last one that made a comment on it 3 days ago, and said that they're on her desk. She's reviewing them. That's the last that I've heard.
See, now-
And that's what's pissing me the fuck off, is because what's there to review other than already knowing where these names are that need to be redacted of the victims? Those are the only names that are supposedly that we've been told are going to be redacted, which I totally understand.
This all stuff, like, it's all about being transparent, right? So to me, when you're reviewing, what is it a review? Why do you have to review it? You know what I mean? Let's just be transparent.
That's what they're reviewing, is they're trying to make sure that the victims, they're going to release everything except for the names of the victims. So they have to hide the names of the victims. That's what they're reviewing.
You keep saying victims, but we're talking about JFK, RFK, MLK. There's only 3 victims that we want to know about, really.
At this point, everyone's more interested in the corruption that's going on, and we want to know, at least I want to know more about the Epstein files than JFK, because JFK, we pretty much already know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah,
MLK,
no, I
we
don't
pretty
think we
much
do.
already know.
I don't think we do,
Clearly,
man.
clearly, they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
If you
Honestly,
looked into it, you know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. To me, that's more. At least to me, it's more interesting. I'm not that interested. I mean, you're going to hear these names of these fucking people that are, messing around with underage, kids or whatever, in Florida with Epstein. But I'm saying is JFK and Art, no, there's been so many conspiracy theories, for 60 years plus. No, I mean, at least me. That's what I mean. I rather know about that.
yeah,
But that's history. There's nothing we can change about what happened. What we
There's nothing
can
to
do
change
is
about
take
anything.
what,
We can't change anything about the Epstein stuff.
right, but what we can do is change what happens going forward, because these people that have victimized these girls and have done all this bullshit are still alive. So we could prevent them from running from office again. We could jail them. We can, if anything,
I see
publicly
that
shame
point.
them so that there's some retribution some way.
I see that, but
that's fair.
I mean,
All right, well, listen, we'll settle for crumbs. Give us something.
Yes.
They're giving us nothing.
dude, and now it's like
Absolutely
anything
nothing.
that comes out, are you gonna believe it?
Ooh, look, we got these big white binders. Well, what the fuck is in the
But I'm
binder,
saying,
pal?
but are you gonna believe it? Whatever comes out, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, skeptical.
I'll be skeptical. I'll be honest with you. I mean, that's our initial human instinct, is to be skeptical. So
If it makes sense, if you're like, it starts, pointing into, the direction of truth, you got to accept some of it. But I don't think we're going to get to that point. I don't think we're going to get any answers at all. I think they're just going to fucking move on and pretend like it never happened. Just like,
Probably.
Well, that would be a shame, and that would be extremely disappointing. Sticking with kind of the administration. Have you guys heard about these Tesla dealerships being vandalized over the weekend?
No.
yeah,
No.
No, I did not. I did see like a Tesla in a lake or some shit though.
Like all over the country, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, definitely Manhattan, California. They were burned. I don't want to say blew up, but they were burning the charging stations across the country too and stuff. And, there goes an image.
Their stock plummeted right recently.
Tesla.
Yeah.
I saw.
Look at this.
As well as the stock market.
Now, do we know if anybody's been? Holy shit! See, I didn't see that, Gabe. Look at that. For those who are listening in the car right now, we're watching some images that are. There's just several Teslas just torched. I mean,
shells of a car.
Yeah.
I saw Donald Trump purchased a Tesla yesterday.
Yeah, he made a Tesla commercial on the White House lawn.
That's a fucking.
It's a fucking bullshit scam.
I mean, I kind of like that.
Why is it a scam? What's the scam?
I don't think it's a scam. I think it's just some gimmick. You know what I mean? It's just like a.
It was a little support for his boy.
I mean,
that's
Joe Biden did it with Jeep. There's not a big difference.
No,
that's true.
I don't remember that. I don't.
And also, Joe Biden also
was the Jeep guy. Was the Jeep guy on his administration staff cutting fucking
during his inauguration? I believe there was it was basically a Jeep commercial. There were Jeeps
cutting half the Department of Education yesterday.
What?
Biden also gave $100 billion to Jeep to stay alive.
All right.
Trump didn't give Elon any money or Tesla any money. So there's also that.
And contracts. Forget about it.
Show me the contracts. Which contracts?
Billions.
Show me the contracts.
Let's get ready to rumble.
You just can't throw shit to the wall and see if it sticks. You got to fucking break through the wall with that shit.
He just turned to the right because he was about to go walk in his room. He's like, Mom and Dad fighting again. He's about to go in the room.
Listen, you can say what you want, but these are facts.
No, that's your opinion. Those aren't facts. Those are your opinion. That's your opinion. There's a difference.
That he has government contracts?
No, that there's new government contracts that you're talking about.
And even just recently in the news, the federal government signed a contract with Verizon. And now he's looking to stop that contract from going forward so he could get Starlink the contract instead of Verizon. And look it up. It's no bullshit. Talking about
cool story, bro.
$2.5 billion contract, I think, for broadband. I believe that was it. It just came out yesterday or today.
And once again, I'm going to be honest, I have not heard about it.
Yeah. And these are real things.
And if that is real, then yeah, that's a little
fishy.
That's a little fishy to me. Exactly, I agree.
Yeah, look it up.
I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm just saying I haven't heard it. But if it is, that's a little fishy. I agree with that. I don't know how. I don't know how anybody could dispute that.
It's just
if it's true.
one of many.
It's hard to tell what's real news these days. Honestly, there's so much shit.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with.
That's what Adrian was saying before. If they let out some information, do you actually believe it? Right?
At this point, I'm kind of reluctant, but
this is saying it's the FAA that is canceling, not Trump.
Bro, who's in charge right now? They fired half the people in the FAA, but it's a Verizon contract, right? And he wants to take it over with Starlink.
It doesn't look like it's a contract that it was ever enacted.
No. It was signed.
I think T-Mobile is offering Starlink connectivity right now already.
Starlink?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you have to buy a different device?
Here's a little bit more clear. The FAA is reportedly considering canceling $2.4 billion contract with Verizon to upgrade the agency's telecommunications system, potentially awarding to Elon Musk Starlink, sparking considerations of conflicts of interest due to Musk's role in government. That's from an independent source.
I mean,
no, but that's the story going around.
So wait, Gabe. So you picked up the paper or whatever. I say the newspaper. You picked up the paper and you read this. How would you feel? You read this? What do you think? That sounds a little fishy, right?
It's a little bit, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I admit it.
All right. Just want to make sure that
Would that be classic?
But this is also just a headline. We don't know
especially when you're making all these cuts. Like in recent days, like literally yesterday, I think they said they lost about 1,300 people that worked in the Federal Department of Education, which was like half their workforce. And then last week was the veterans that they fucking cut. Like amongst all these cuts, he's trying to get contracts for himself. It's like, come on, man. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Nah, I hear you. I mean,
this is the first time I've ever heard of it, but you've been mentioning it forever. So, I mean, congratulations for finally coming up with proof of something instead of just
That's just one. Like,
having an
literally,
opinion.
He makes $8 million a day. I'll look that up next time, and I'll have the fucking stats for you if you really want it. But $8 million a day in government contracts between all his companies, not just one. So it is Tesla, Starlink, whatever.
Was that before though? Was that before he got involved? I'm just asking. Do you know?
No, I think they were existing, but yeah.
Okay, so
no, it was existing. But you're talking about federal cuts and saving money. But he hasn't touched any of his contracts.
Okay, I'm just saying, but when you do look that up and you come. Try to see when it started.
Right. It was probably during the Biden administration. I'm not saying
Before
it
that.
wasn't.
It was before that.
Okay, then maybe during the first Trump administration. I don't know. But
I know.
It was
but
before
then
that too.
But then it's kind of hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's been going on for so long and stuff, you know what I mean? If his is serving a purpose and he's trimming the fat elsewhere.
Yeah, but trim your own fat. This is my point. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, but what is
sometimes you got to look at home, set an example.
And dude, I'm not. Once again, I don't know. I don't have facts, so I'm just asking.
So
what does it do? Like,
it's fair to you to say that, but in another direction, he's not looking to cut any of his fat. He's looking to obtain Verizon's contract. Do you understand? He's like being even.
I
he's
agree.
On the move, right?
There's a reason. There's a reason for that
especially.
though. It's because the Verizon infrastructure is crumbling. It's no longer supporting what the government needs for their infrastructure. So because of that, he already knows that he can.
So they're in the.
Hold on a second.
You gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish.
So, for example, let's say this. Let's say you already have a contract with the plumber to put in some plumbing that needs to be repaired. Instead of using the proper up to code shit, he wants to cheap out and give you cast iron, instead of the new good shit.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not going to really answer to this because I don't.
Yeah, I know.
This is the first time I'm hearing
Verizon's changing their whole systems from copper to fiber optics around the whole country. I mean, in my own neighborhood, they recently went down my block and was laying fiber optics.
They're doing it up and down this road.
Yeah,
here.
Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, so that's what they're doing all around the whole entire country. So I mean, yes, were they outdated? Cable, copper was since the 1950s, 60s. I mean, copper actually probably Morse code, right? They ran copper around the country for that, So yeah, it's time to upgrade, right? It's time to upgrade, and they've been doing FiOS, the fiber optic shit all around, and they're in the process of that. But Starlink is satellites, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, so that shit could get you anywhere in the mountains and stuff where fiber optic or cable is not laid,
No. What you're talking about is fiber optic is hardlined.
Yeah.
So if you're in the mountains right now, a lot of mountain communities don't have that. What they have to rely
That's what
on
I'm
is
saying.
like
That's what I'm saying. The different Starlink is satellite, so Starlink could approach all the areas where it doesn't have the hard wire.
Yeah, so it's a whole complex system because they're also using existing radio towers for a lot of stuff right now too. So it's a real complex ecosystem that they're trying to get everything to work with together with.
So would you say that's a good thing though, right? That Starlink, in places that you can't get it.
Oh, yeah,
that's
of course.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, if I was living in the mountains, you can't get reception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would think it was great.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I mean, like I said, the topic, what I wanted to bring up was just, these dealerships getting vandalized and stuff. To me, this is just that's not a great response. You know what I mean? Like, does this suck? Yeah, it sucks, but this is not hurting him.
No, well, he probably makes money off of these fires. You kidding me?
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I don't get it. You know what I mean? Anytime
He makes money off everything, according to Mike.
Well,
no, listen, you do the insurance, they give him fucking 12 grand, then cost him 10 grand to fix. He made $2,000 on it,
It's the
That's
same
the American
thing.
way.
It's the same thing like with looting, right? When you see these people, like when they're destroying their businesses and destroying their city and burning these places, I
never understood that.
Yeah, I don't
For the
understand
life of
it.
me.
You know what I mean? So to me, this kind of fall. At least this is what, once again, my opinion. This falls under that same kind of category of what. This is not hurting him. This is not going to stop him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel it's got to be a better way. I don't get people destroying property like this.
Well, look, I mean, if we look at the past, this is very typical of I'm just going to say the lefties, the liberals. I mean,
right? They're the ones that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Don't get me started.
So you're comparing all of this activity.
Yeah.
You're comparing all of this activity, including the Summer of Love, all the riots, all the George Floyd riots and everything else, the Summer of Love, burning down buildings in different cities. You're comparing the entire 6 months to one day.
Yeah, I am.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like, getting detention, and then getting, expelled. You know what I mean? You do little things and then you do something big and stupid. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. They were also let into the Capitol with open doors. They didn't break the
chopping
windows
up,
to get
the
in.
Black Lives Matter street in front of the Capitol.
Good riddance. Don't need it.
Yeah, I did see that. Actually, that was this past week, right?
I think the last couple of days.
Yeah. I did see that.
Couldn't you just paint over that shit? I don't understand. Like,
No, they put
chopping asphalt.
they put bollards up and down the street. They're getting rid of the bollards.
What's a bollard?
To stop, the column things to stop, half column things to stop cars from going onto the sidewalks. And
Like
shit.
with the things with water in them?
No,
No, they're like either steel or cement.
Oh,
Sometimes they pop up.
I know you're talking.
They pop
Yeah,
up.
Yep.
Anyway, so speaking of something else that has to do with the administration, real quick, I found this to be interesting. I don't know. I only heard this yesterday. All right. So do you remember when Trump got elected the first time in 2016? Right. Trump. There was a bunch of people saying that they're going to leave the country and all this other stuff. Right. A lot of people talking shit.
All the time. They
So many, like, it was mostly Hollywood. I felt, right. I mostly felt it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Genre.
Ellen DeGeneres, Alec Baldwin, all them.
Yeah.
Roseanne, not Roseanne. What's the big head that he yelled at?
Well, Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she left, bro.
All right, she's in Ireland.
Yeah,
right?
she's in Ireland. I just heard that yesterday.
I think Ellen left too, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
because she's
feel like
running
that's-
from the law.
I feel like that's like some Diddy stuff, right? That Ellen's running.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio as well.
Really?
They said Leo hasn't been in the country for fucking, since that shit went down. He's in Italy.
Wow, really? How long? He's been like, is he filming something or he's just.
No, he's
He ain't filming shit.
Wow.
He's clapping
that's what I
cheeks.
Anyway, so I heard this and I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of like, what's the word?
good for them.
No, like, yeah, in a sense, like, you know what? She finally, like, she did it. All these people talked about it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people say they were going to move to Canada, right?
Yeah, all these people, but she did it, bro. So I kind of like, I got a little respect for her. You know what I mean? To be like, you know what? No, I'm really gonna fucking go. And she left. You know, I was a little shocked. I mean, she says she'll come back, I guess, once he's out of office.
She moved to a different mansion in fucking Ireland.
I mean, but dude, it's just
Yeah, she got up and packed up and left.
I'm just saying, but you know what? She kind of put her money where her mouth is.
I
You know
guess.
what I mean? She backed it up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I kind of respect that. She did what she said she was gonna do. I just found it would be interesting. That was all. I guess it's all right. That's just me.
No, I feel you, brother.
What about this trade war, this tariff war with Canada and Mexico, and now the whole EU is getting involved? You see this?
Yep.
And the stock market just plunging.
Canada already bent the knee yesterday.
And then you hear back and forth. Trump pulled it out, then he's put it back on, and and they pulled it, and then they put it back on. I really don't know how what today's status is, but for our personal economics, it's not good, bro.
No, it's not.
People's retirement funds, 401ks, and fucking annuities. Yeah,
Took a beating this week.
this month. This is not good.
I'm still sticking to what I said last week, that I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's all. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're going through right now.
Everyone
gas has
knew
gone
that, though.
down. What's that?
Everyone knew that, though. I mean, even all the professional
Whatever. I mean,
economics people.
Trying to portray myself as
It's gonna take a while to mop the floor before we could fucking clean it.
Yeah.
But
Before it
listen,
gets
that wasn't the case. Not everybody knew. He said day one he was going to drop prices and stuff.
No,
we were
but-
getting beat
yeah,
in the
but
head
dude,
still, constantly.
But did you believe that? Did you believe?
No, I don't believe anything these
What I'm
guys
saying,
say.
but like that's what I mean. Like it's day one. Maybe you start working on it, but it's never going to happen the next
Yeah.
day, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, gas has gone down. Eggs have gone down. I mean, are they still
Yeah.
super high?
They're
But
still
it's gone.
high.
It
Fuck.
is. But I'm saying, but it's gone down.
They've gone down. It's
Yeah.
lower. It's lower now than it was when Biden was president.
No,
And like whatever.
Yes,
I'm not even.
it
I'm
just
not
came
gonna-
out- it just
I'm
came
saying,
out
no, I'm not.
yesterday.
I'm not doing the comparison. I'm just saying that
you
they're
better come
less
with
than they
facts.
were
I
a
don't
couple
think
weeks
that's
ago.
Right.
Gas is less than it was a couple weeks ago. Hopefully, inflation is going to be down, than it was a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? And then it just that trend continues. But I really do believe it's just we're going through the worst right now. Until it gets better. At least I hope.
But things are being directly affected by these tariffs
facts,
that are being
Mike.
put on, and being taken off and put on again and taken off.
Gabe,
Check
did you
this
just
out,
make
Mike.
that graph real quick?
No, this is
Eggs.
I pulled this off the internet. These are the facts.
Just kidding.
They're lower now than they were when Biden was president.
I mean, that's what this says, so maybe this is true.
Wait a second. November 220. What am I looking? What kind of chart is this?
You have to know how to read charts.
On the bottom it says
first, I guess.
November 2025, March.
I'm assuming 2025 is
November of
January.
2024.
Yeah.
And then now it's 2025. I guess we could call that January.
Yeah.
And
So
now
Are we
looking at
calling
March.
that? How come it's not fucking labeled properly? Get
It is
out of here
labeled
with that
properly.
bootleg fucking
No,
line graph.
How do you not?
I've seen fourth graders do a better job than that.
But how do you not read November?
I see November 2025 March. That's what I see.
So
It is a
so-
little odd.
Yeah.
So right
2,
here would
3,
be
4,
right here
5,
would be January. Right here.
I don't need you to explain it to me. I need you to get me a legible chart. How about that?
It's not my fault you don't know how to read charts.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So moving on. Guys, when I say it's been 5 years, what comes to mind?
2020, COVID.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years, bro. This week, the fucking world shut down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This week. The
That's
world-
nuts, right?
5 years ago.
It's like a time warp, though. Honestly, like it feels like, to me anyway, it feels like it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't quite feel like 5 years, but maybe it feels a little longer than 2 years for me. But I agree with you. It doesn't quite feel like 5 years. Mike, you remember where we were?
When COVID shut down?
Yeah.
No, where were we?
So, March 2020, right around.
Oh, I do. Can I say it?
Go.
We were in Patchogue at
Yeah.
that big ass fucking bar with the picnic table.
Yeah.
There's a brewery down there. Yeah.
Blue Point Brewery,
Yeah,
dude.
that was like the last day. We were
Yeah.
like, fuck, we're going out.
Yeah. Dude, everything was starting like, you just catch and win. Teams was like they canceled the March Madness, the big
Yeah.
the tournaments and stuff like that. And then Mike and I were like, it was gorgeous out, right? How nice! It was like a 70-degree day.
Yeah, it was a perfect
Beautiful.
day.
It was a Friday, and I'm like, yo, shit's gonna shut down, dude. Let's go out. You know what I mean? And we did. We met up.
Yeah.
We went out. We bounced around, and I swear, I feel like a couple days later, everything.
No, it was done.
Everything
It was
stopped.
done after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, schools.
You were
Couldn't even
able
get a
to
fucking haircut, bro.
No, you were able to
No.
order alcoholic drinks to your house, do
Yeah,
pizza shit.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I just like who, obviously none of us knew
Yeah.
what was going to happen and the effects that would happen from it. But it's just like, what a fucking crazy time.
Yeah, no, I lost
know?
a dear friend. Yeah, during that time.
From COVID.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Louis. Yeah, God bless him. And I can't imagine that it's been 5 years already. Like, wow, time fucking flies.
But I mean, so much has changed.
Oh yeah, and now we look back at it like if COVID ever came around again, I think everybody like fuck you, like it just gets so angry and like we're not doing anything,
Definitely be handled different, right? When you think,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny I say that because during that time there was it started to talk about vaccines, right? Are they good?
What is that?
That.
Are they bad? Are they good? The whole controversy, right? But just recently, right now in Texas and New Mexico, they're having a measles outbreak.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, I
Long
saw
Island.
this.
On Long Island.
On Long Island now too.
It's hit measles, yeah.
So this is my point. Like 5 years ago, we got hit with this, and it caused this whole thing about vaccinations. And then a lot of parents chose not to vaccinate their kids on certain vaccines. And now, 5 years later, we're having a measles outbreak across the country, I guess.
Is it an outbreak though, or is it just
No, it seems pretty bad.
People are dying.
It seems pretty bad, Is that a direct result of people like, oh, I'm not vaccinating my kid, blah, 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 fuck, Johnson & Johnson,
Dude, just today, I was telling you guys about it before. Today, I took my son for a physical, right? He needs it for lacrosse for school. They gave him, damn it, I can't remember the shot now. Jesus Christ. They just gave him, it's a booster shot they gave him today. And he if he did not get it, I'm not saying if he didn't get it today, but if he did not get it, he would not be able to enter 12th grade next year.
really?
Yeah. And I'm so annoyed right now that it slipped my mind that shot. He got
You're
the
talking
shot
about
in
like
seventh grade.
just from a kid vaccine
Like a
or
booster?
like COVID booster?
No, nothing to do with COVID. No, nothing to do with COVID. This is like just your shot you need. This is
Gotcha.
across the country.
I didn't realize that was still happening in high school.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't remember this with my daughter. but where he wouldn't even be like, you have to have your, what is it, MMR? What is it, MMR?
Yeah. Measles, mumps.
Yeah, MMR.
Measles, mumps, rubella.
Rubella.
Yeah. Like this is kind of like it falls in that category. And, just like, I'm just saying, you brought it up, you know what I mean? And this just happened. I kind of went through this today. And he, if he didn't get it, he wouldn't be allowed in school next year,
That's crazy.
September,
Did you have any reservations about him getting it?
I did.
You did?
I did. I did for a second. I did kind of like, I was like, because I don't know. I'm always just like, is this something like where he needs to get it done? You know what I mean? Does it have to happen? And then he's kind of like, if he doesn't do it, he can't attend school. Then I'm like, all right. So,
But so
And
when
he
you
needs
see
it.
when you see the measles outbreak, that come on, measles is been around forever. We should never have an outbreak of it. Does it like kind of like maybe if these kids got the vaccine, they
I
would
don't,
have it?
but possibly, I mean, you needed to get into school, but I mean, do you think this is coming from illegal immigrants? I'm just asking. I don't know. I mean, right? Because they're not getting these,
Vaccinations?
you know what I mean? Like so many people came in without being checked into the country.
I don't know, because you hear on one hand, they get every benefit in the world, medical, dental, and fucking.
After they come in though.
Right. I mean, so you would think they would get vaccinated.
Those are the ones that are undocumented. There's documented and undocumented, and then there's also interactions. There's 3 different categories of how they classify illegals. So if they catch them, that's how they document them. If they don't catch them, they're undocumented. And then there's the interactions where they cross the border, they come in contact with law enforcement. Law enforcement either loses them or something. And for example, 300,000 kids missing under Biden.
I don't know if these guys are doing their taxes right now. I don't know what's going on, but they're like looking something up right now. And they're being
No,
real quiet.
I just sent Gabe the video about the congressman saying that Elon got $8 million a day in contracts. So if you want to check the email,
I was
play that,
actually
you can
doing
play
my
that.
taxes. Sorry.
That's the proof that I came up with.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where it came from, but I don't think these people were getting those shots as vaccinations. I don't know how it is in other countries. Here you can't start school. You can't go to school without those.
Right.
So I don't know. I hope people are getting this vaccine. We don't need a measles outbreak. We don't need any outbreak of any sorts.
No.
You know what I mean, to happen. I'm done with that shit.
So measles, I guess it equates to death after a while. I thought it was just like almost like a chicken pox.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It is.
But-
It's definitely a rash, right?
More severe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But can you die from chickenpox
As an adult, you could.
as an adult?
Yeah.
But you get shingles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that shingles?
Yeah, but you could still get chicken pox as well,
Oh, okay.
which could be deadly.
Right. If you never had it before, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys all had chickenpox?
It did.
Yeah, me too. And shingles.
Okay, so I think I figured out why it's deadly. It's a contagious respiratory virus.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
once it affects your lungs, then I mean it's very much like, I guess,
Pneumonia?
yeah.
Oh, people get your kids vaccinated. Come on, enough with this shit, man. We don't
Well,
need
this is saying that
disease.
that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get it, because it's saying that numbers are small, but it's 3 out of 100 people can still get it, even if they're double boosted and all
Vaccinated.
that. Yeah.
So how long was it actually that things were closed down for? Like, I know things opened up gradually here and there, but how long was the span where we were really locked down?
So, all right. So, like I said, it happened in March. I'm trying to think. I'm going by like sports.
Was it like a year or less?
No, it was less than a year.
Yeah.
Less than a year. I feel like the kids did not go back to school until after Christmas?
Yeah, it was
right.
right before the Christmas break or something.
It was right before
Didn't
the
they go
Christmas
back for 2 days and then there was the break? They went back.
All right. So let's say January 21.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just say that January 21, kids went back to school. I'm trying to think. Did the season? I think football started. Right. There was no fans.
No fans.
Basketball. That was right.
Basketball, they were in the bubble, right?
That's right. They went
Yeah.
right to the bubble.
Baseball had the cardboard cutouts in the fucking stands. That was-
Dude, what a crazy time, man.
I didn't skip
Crazy,
a beat.
crazy.
I was working the whole time. For me, I really didn't feel it.
Yeah, I was actually going to say one of the cool things that came out of it. Obviously, there were deaths and stuff that you don't want to see, but just home with the family. I thought was, kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. For that long.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of, we did like a lot of family walks,
Yes.
just-
Birthday drive-bys. There were some cool
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
did
birthday
birthday
drive-bys,
drive-by,
I remember.
There was a lot of virtual concerts. I thought was cool.
I went to church in the parking lot a couple times.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in the parking lot.
I went to a drive-in movie, which had been years since I did that.
Oh, that was right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that, Back to the Future?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Let's hope we never
Johnny
ever
doesn't
see
remember.
anything like that again. I don't think we'll. I don't think people will stand for it. The way it went down last time. I just I they're not gonna let the government shut them down again. I don't think ever.
No.
At least this generation and the generation that stood home. If the generation never felt, we never saw it, so we never saw it coming. We didn't realize what.
So your company worked through it?
Yeah. I guess we were deemed essential.
I'm saying you had some time off, though, right?
No, not really, bro.
No?
Maybe a couple of days here and there, but no. I was working at MSK Hospital in Manhattan's East Side and fucking
And-
didn't skip a beat.
Because, you pretty much work outside.
Yeah.
Were you wearing masks?
So on the construction sites, yeah, they wanted everybody to wear a mask, and they would come by. I would try to wear it, as least as possible. Who the fuck wants to wear it while you're working and shit? But we got by.
We had no kitchen for most of that.
You in the renovation?
We just had gutted, I don't know, not a third of my house, but close. And then everything shut down.
Oh,
and the contractor was like, I can't work.
Oh man.
And I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Just come. You could we'll wear masks. You guys could work. He didn't want to risk it. So we didn't have a kitchen in a part of our house for, I don't know, 4 months.
It was like camping out.
Yeah, I was barbecuing every meal. I had no stove, nothing. Everything was gutted.
Wow.
So it looks like the first lockdown in a state was Ohio, April 1st. And then other states started to cascade down, and eventually everything was locked down by mid-April.
I feel like, right? I feel like things closed around by us, Mike, in March.
It was March.
Yeah.
The fucked up thing is, see, like if you shut down everybody, and everybody stay home for 2 weeks, how could this shit spread? You know what I mean? But they're like, oh no, the police have to go to work, the firemen have to go to work, the medical people have to go. You're still talking about a third of the population that was leaving their house and doing things. That's why it never, the shutdown never worked the way it could have been 2 weeks and over, and the fucking thing just disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
A lot of online shopping.
Oh God, boosted.
E-commerce sites did very well.
Oh my God.
So when it hit for me, I was still traveling. I got home, and my wife picks me up and she's like, "Hey, I don't know if you've heard the news or not, but like they're locking shit down and they're closing everything down. I can't find food to get from the store or anything." So I traveled the entire time just because I didn't give a shit, for one thing, but because it was good money at that point because I was charging extra.
Yeah.
I mean,
Take
there's a
advantage
chance
of
of
the
me
situation.
catching something that I didn't want to get, so I had to charge a little bit extra. But we finally, when Colorado finally went full fucking cuckoo and locked everything down, that's when we started to look at other places that we should move to because they got really bad in Colorado. Very, very restrictive. I almost got in fist fights with people that were almost, I don't want to say law enforcement, but they're, like high security details sort of thing. But we made the move to Tennessee in 2020.
Oh, okay. What month?
Big difference.
Big difference. Yeah, it was October 2020 when we moved. We got here and it was literally like just remnants of lockdown. Like Tennessee, I think, was locked down or some areas were locked down for like 3 days or 7 days or something like that. So they still had the little arrows on the aisles in the shopping or in the grocery store. But that was really it. No mask requirements or anything.
What about like, when things like did open up, going out to a restaurant, right? And like you got to sit down at your table, take your mask off to eat. But when you got up to go to the bathroom, you got to wear that mask, right? I mean, it's
So
just
stupid.
fucking stupid.
And
That's
what we
the
know
shit
now,
I think we'll never see again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's when all the Karens came out, right?
People
And what we
driving
know
their
now,
car
none of
alone
the-
with masks.
what we know now, all of that was made up bullshit. Like none of it worked. Shots don't work. Masks didn't work. distance to 15 feet or whatever it was didn't work.
6.
6, yeah.
Speaking, well, Mike, I'm curious. Maybe you know if this worked. Okay. Anyway, so 5 years ago today. I mean, 5 years ago this week for us, crazy. But Mike, you had a question about using animal parts on humans during surgery.
Yeah. You know, like pig valves and shit for the hearts.
So
you know.
I really don't know about this. You know about this?
I mean, I'm sure it's done, right?
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, like, you know, would you be, you know, receptive to, you know, if the surgeon said, listen, you know,
It's going to save my life.
Yeah, if it's going to keep you alive, you know what I mean?
no problem putting a heart valve in you.
I mean, I don't want to be the first guy.
You can put a horse cock on me whenever you want.
Vera.
So there has been, since 2020, the Food and Drug Administration has approved the genetic modification of pigs, so they do not produce alpha-gal sugars. Pig organs have been used for kidney and heart transplants into humans.
Filthy animal.
Yeah, kidney and hearts. And I also see something where they grew like a human ear on a pig or something, and then transferred it to the human. Some I don't know. Some
That's
crazy,
wild, really.
crazy shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Where?
I guess on the pig's back or whatever. I don't know.
Really? Man, I gotta start reading more.
Like a functioning ear. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Bro, I guess they put the you know, what are the starter cells called with the cell that could turn into anything. The one that everybody has an objective move, stem cell.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't really know much about
a stem cell it could turn into almost anything, any organ, anything that they want. I tried cow nuts once.
Thank God this is not a Jeopardy question. Now, where did this come from? Where did you read something about this?
No, I think I saw something about it, like a pig heart valve being used, and I was just like, you know, like, you know, how would you feel? You know, I don't know if they do it with any other animals. Usually it's a pig for some reason, right? You know, he just said heart and kidneys, but
you would think monkeys, right? I mean, you feel like isn't that like the closest thing to
right,
you know, a human? Whatever,
like,
Homo sapien.
Would you take like a monkey eye if you had like? You know,
Dude, like I said, if
if
it helps me see, I'll take anything. You know what I mean? If you keep me alive and keep me whole.
This article is saying that pigs are often considered ideal organ donors because the organs are relatively similar in size and function to human organs, and they could be bred in larger numbers.
All right. Cool. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I guess I gotta start reading more.
Hey, we talked about drowning or burning before, but what about blind or deaf?
Deaf.
Deaf?
You'd rather be deaf?
I'd rather be deaf.
Yeah, I think so too.
I gotta see.
I'd rather be deaf. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's easy.
Yeah, you can communicate. You know, knowing.
I'll text you. I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah.
Because you've seen before and you heard before, right? I think that'd be an easy transition because you could you know, lip read, and you know, you could maybe not learn sign language at our age.
Or just not being able to see your family, right?
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Everything is visual, right? You know. God bless the people that are blind. It's a tough life.
Absolutely.
Maybe, hey, we don't gotta watch our wives get old.
Oh man.
Hopefully that's an edit. Nah, definitely. I would. Yeah. I mean, see where you're going. You know what I mean? Just to be able to, you know, walk
Watch
around.
sports.
Yeah.
Watch your. I don't know.
All the things that I've seen in the mountains, the beautiful mountain ranges, just everything that I've seen just going off-roading, I can't imagine not seeing it. Like hearing people just trying to describe it and not being able to like envision it because I don't have a frame of reference.
I can't do it justice.
Now, I'm not, you know, trying to be a wise guy here, but isn't Elon Musk seriously working on something? Like, isn't there like a chip or whatever? That
Yes.
he's
Neuralink.
Trying to.
Yes. Neuralink.
Yeah, there you go. The Neuralink, right? Like where he's trying to, where people are seeing. I don't know about like seeing clear as day, but I'm saying, but like they're seeing like images of,
Yes.
you know,
Blind
person.
people is restoring blind people's sight, is what you're saying.
I don't want to say it's restoring. I mean, it's
helping them
them
visual.
to see. Yeah, you know what I mean. Colors.
I mean, if that comes to fruition, man, that's unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it says potential applications are controlling computers and mobile devices, enhancing memory and cognitive abilities, restoring motor, sensory, and visual functions, and treating neurological disorders.
Wow. I wonder if that happens.
Cyborg.
I wonder if any of that $8 million
blowing up his
that he
fucking
goes home
dealerships.
with is from robbing from Neuralink. What do you think,
What's that?
Mike? I wonder if I wonder if Elon's robbing Neuralink. $8 million a day.
Hey, did you play? You didn't play that clip for us that I sent you.
No, I
Of
did
$8
not.
million a day. A congressman talking about it. But listen, you joke around if he's robbing, but that's the thing. I heard that he fired people from the Food and Drug Administration that were doing the checks and balances on the Neuralink. So now it's helping him pass certain obstacles that he couldn't get past before. So yeah, more corruption if you really want to talk about it. But I didn't want to bring it up because
Something tells me you think Elon's corrupt.
I think a little bit. You know, it bothers me. Like this guy, he wasn't even born here. And fucking. You know he has a younger brother.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
You didn't do your research on
No,
Elon?
dude, I don't really pay that much attention. But
What's his younger brother do?
okay,
Well,
So just a
he's
quick
one
follow up.
environment.
Quick follow up on what Mike said about the FDA. These were probationary staff, so they were on probation anyways. But beside the point, they were rehired. So
What do
I
you
guess you didn't. I guess you didn't hear that part.
yeah.
no, fired and rehired. Who hears the rehired?
I didn't bring this up to get into another fucking political debate here, but I'm saying I brought this up just because we were on the subject about being blind to deaf. But since we did bring it up and we are here right now, what is it matters to you that he wasn't born here?
Yeah, it really does because he has so much say in our government and shit, and how our countries work. And yeah,
So, all
it
right.
bothers me.
Okay, just because he has what?
And
Because
listen,
hold on, because he has say in the country. That's just, so
Yeah.
before that, before when he
he
was
could be a businessman.
no,
and
I'm
come
saying
here.
before
Yeah,
that
it's
when
fine.
he's fucking just today he's sending people into space. He's sending a rocket into space to go rescue those astronauts. Right. We're talking about Neuralink, possibly that being helping people see again. We talked about Starlink, and then electric cars and electric vehicles, about the environmental stuff. So before he got in the administration, you didn't have any issue with him being, and especially being born not being born in this country.
I thought he was an alien trying to get back to Mars.
Okay, but I'm saying, but
I think just Doge has you unsettled, right? You don't
Yeah,
like-
well, yeah,
but do you take issue to anybody being successful that's not born in this country?
no,
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just
No.
clarifying. I'm just asking.
no. God bless him. You know, but
Because I think that's a little weird to bring up. That's
So
just me.
anyone in government should not be foreign born.
listen, a guy making decisions like that. But the thing is, like, so
Well,
when-
answer the
when-
question.
when-
Answer the question. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
I
divert.
am. If you listen, and just keep your mouth shut. I will answer your
God,
question.
you fucking guys.
So the thing is, when Trump was running, he was saying Obama wasn't a natural born citizen, right? And that was a big deal. But if you go back in Elon's history, he came over here on like a student visa. So he was supposed to go to Stanford. It never went to Stanford. It started applying into businesses. So he was kind of here illegally on a student visa when he didn't finish his college education here like he was supposed to. So right there is like a red flag. Listen, I really do like his business practices before it started cutting federal jobs and stuff. Yeah, it bothers me now that he's part of our government and he's not a natural born citizen. You don't know where his real patriotism lies. Does it lie with South Africa? Does it lie with some other
So
country?
you question his allegiance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so now answer my question. Do you feel that anyone not born in this country should be representing the country?
It depends on their title. Like,
Senator.
A senator.
House
As long as they have a natural American an actual American citizenship, then I think that's fair.
Do we know if he
Okay,
does?
so then why? So then you just have a problem with Elon. It's not about
Yeah,
his
I have a
citizenship.
problem with Elon. Yes,
It's
I
not
do,
about his
Gabe.
citizenship then.
It's about the whole thing, everything about him. Yeah.
So something tells me you'll never buy a Tesla.
My kid has one. Maybe I should.
What's that like?
He loves it.
Yeah,
he
he
loves
loves
his
it.
car. Yeah.
Dude, they're fucking nice cars. I like them.
But he doesn't stand where you do, right? Like you guys see things different.
I really don't talk to him about politics and stuff like that. And
You have an idea which direction he goes.
no,
in,
I
right?
don't. No,
You have no idea.
These kids are young, bro. You hear one thing, you hear another. Like that generation, they bounce back and forth. Depending, they'll cancel anybody on any little thing. It's weird. So we don't have those discussions, And he's in Florida, so it's not like just come home and talk about shit that's current,
Yeah.
But he does own one. He loves it. I drove it. It's different to drive, But hey, listen. That's fine. The cars are fine. Starlink is fine. It's all fine. But let's do it in fair practice. And if you're looking to cut things, how about look at yourself and cut some fucking of that budget that you're taking from our government. That's all.
Okay.
Isn't that fair?
If you think so, I'm not gonna. That's how you feel.
So we should stop all space exploration.
No, who said that, Gabe?
You did.
No,
You just did. You just said that
his rocket did explode this week over Miami, right? Did you see that?
For the second time.
Yeah, exploded and almost fucking killed people when parts are coming down.
And NASA did the same thing.
Oh, but
So
NASA's our government. He's not.
Oh, actually, NASA's not the government.
No.
No.
What does NASA stand for?
You need another 7 astronauts.
National Aeronautic Space
That's fucked
Academy.
up. National Aeronautic.
Space Academy?
National, the word national, that's not government. That's not our government.
There's
Not
a
federally
car
regulated.
rental company called National.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's part of the
You
government.
don't think NASA's part of the government? NASA?
No, I
It's
think,
not.
I think-
It's not a government sanction. It's not sanctioned
It's
by the government.
Yeah, I think it's a separate entity. I really do.
Yeah.
It's like the post office.
I do. Fucking, what you talking about, Willis? That's the face
because,
Mike you just gave me.
Yeah, because I don't know. You hear all these conspiracy theories about the moon and NASA, this and that, and they act like NASA is some big government entity that could fucking pull off a fucking charade in front of the whole world.
That's crazy.
But no, they're just a private little company, like the mailman.
I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to call them a little
They just
company.
deliver shit to the moon. and shit.
not
I
gonna
actually
call
like
them.
the science.
All right, this episode has been like woo all over the place. We've gone back to Elon Musk several times, and we're just gonna keep it moving. Tiger Woods, guys.
Yeah,
Just got a question. I wanted to get you guys take you guys. I'm talking to 3 golfers. I'm the one guy that doesn't golf, but I just wanted to know. As you guys know, right? Gabe pointed it out yesterday, but it's been all over the news. He tore his Achilles tendon. He's gonna be down for a while. He's gonna be 50 years old this year. Is it time? Is it time to call it a career for Tiger Woods?
No, you got the senior,
Tiger Woods.
the senior tour.
Well, but I'm saying, but when does that start?
I think whenever you wanted to after you're 50.
Oh, that's it. That is
Yeah.
okay. Oh, see, I didn't know. I thought you had to wait a little bit.
They said he's expected to make a full recovery, like it didn't happen. So
Oh, I mean, dude, the guy's in phenomenal shape.
yeah,
Phenomenal shape. It's just sad.
Yeah,
It is.
The worst part is this is not his first injury, right? He's had
No.
back problems,
Back.
like 3 or 4 back surgeries.
He had that car accident a few years ago.
where it wrecked his leg. Now the
destroyed
Achilles.
it.
Yeah.
Destroyed his leg. His leg is all fake, I think.
So just the pain that he goes through on a daily basis, from all that injuries, it's got to suck. Playing, that's all up to Tiger. You have guys 85 years old on the golf course playing.
Yeah.
So that's a sport that you could play. It's timeless.
But he's been struggling though. I mean, right?
Yeah,
He's been struggling.
Right,
to
he's
even
been a
make.
token player, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like he's breaking any records lately at all.
So let me ask you guys, right? Because you guys have watched him his whole career. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't golf. I don't really. I mean, I know his greatness. You know what I mean? I know he's amazing and stuff. But I don't really know anything. I don't. It doesn't really pertain to me. How do you feel? Do you feel like to watch him just still play? You know what I mean? Like just to go out there, or would you rather him just see? You know what, man? You have the 14.
You did your
remaining years.
thing.
Yeah,
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be okay with him retiring and never swinging the club again. But I know the type of athlete he is. He's going to try to come back and do something in the game, I think.
I thought, in my opinion, I think it'd just be cool. Focus on your son. You know what I mean? Be his coach.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's sad.
I think the PGA specifically needs him to come back. They have Rory, right? But they don't have too many big superstars because of this live split.
Yeah, dude, did he get hurt on the indoor fucking golf league? Because he was
No, he was
played that
training.
last week.
No, he was training.
Oh, was he?
I forgot about that. That's still going on.
Yeah,
How has that picked up at all? No.
I think it had that initial
Boost,
interest, and I think it's going the other way, honestly.
So I think he'll be fine. I mean, we got to remember Arnold Palmer was still playing up until almost he died. I mean, he
Yeah.
died in what 2016,
I don't know.
something like that. So I mean, he was still like doing events where he was teeing off and still whacking the ball almost 300 yards. So
That's what's great about golf. You could play that
Yeah.
shit until you're
So you don't want to play
Yeah.
no more, you know?
I think he'll still play, but maybe not competitive.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. That's where.
Okay.
I'm at. Obviously, he can still play.
No, but
you know what I mean.
like
Just
Joey said,
competitive.
there is a senior tour, and if Tiger against older men, maybe that's his new future.
Now-
Maybe he could dominate over there.
Is what's his name? Is Phil?
Mickelson?
lefty.
Yeah. I'm saying, is he in the senior tour?
No,
I don't
not
think
yet.
so. I think he's
No.
still in the regular.
He's
I
still-
live.
I think he's in
right?
Live.
He's
He's a
on the
live
Live.
golfer now,
Yeah.
But apparently they're merging. I don't know what happened to the merger. I don't know.
They did merge. They allowed them to play them back and forth. Like they kind of stabbed all the guys in the PGA in the back. You
Yeah.
know, PGA did it to them. You know,
Yeah.
but they were losing
Well, they had
all
the
their story.
PGA had no choice.
No choice, right, to merge. You know?
Yeah, but they.
So
still
I guess the
they got
merger
fucked.
isn't done. Rory
Yeah, I didn't think it
McIlroy was saying last week that the merger doesn't feel any closer.
Yeah, there's some type of hold up in it. I don't know what it is, but it never came to completion.
Anyway, I hope he gets better. You know what I mean? It just sucks. Very, very unlucky.
Did you hear
In
about
that sense.
these Saudis starting something else in sports?
Yeah.
Where was
it?
Yeah, I heard they're dipping their hand in something else. I can't remember what sport it is.
Yeah, I heard this too.
I didn't hear you. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I think a soccer league.
Is it soccer?
I think so.
That the Saudis, they've been dipping their hand in another sport. I just can't remember what sport it was.
Highlight.
Bro, I got to be honest. I am fucking. I wasn't a soccer guy when I was younger. I'm all about the MLS right now. I love it. I bought the package.
Yeah, the World Cup coming next year. You're going to be into it.
The World Cup is that's a different league, but the MLS,
Yeah, but do the players from the MLS play in the World Cup? Is that how
yeah,
and
some of
they
them
play
go
for
back
their
to
home
their countries.
team? Yeah, right.
Like
Their home
Messi
teams.
will go to Argentina and play for the World Cup. I don't know if he's gonna.
I mean, I saw that was a big deal. Trump had the trophy in the Oval Office the other day, right? You saw that?
No.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
sponsoring the World Cup next year.
Yeah, the final game is at MetLife Stadium.
MetLife, yeah, the final.
Yeah, I it's sold out like in minutes, right?
It's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How many
last
injuries
year-
on that field do you think will happen?
You tell me.
It's new turf.
Well, no, they're changing it to grass for the World Cup.
Oh, are they?
Are they really?
Fucking MetLife. I hate that dump. Anyway, speaking of NFL, guys, NFL free agency is in effect. It's been a crazy couple of days. Real quick, we'll touch on just go through any big surprises, you guys. We did call on this show. We did call on this pod that that went to the Jets from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Justin
right?
Fields, we did. Yes,
We did call that on the show that that was going to happen.
I kind of wanted him for the Giants, though. I'll be honest with
I
you.
would have loved him.
Yeah, nice and young, you know.
I know you guys still to this day don't want Aaron Rodgers, right?
Me personally,
No?
no. But it seems like our choices are limited to Aaron Rodgers and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad if we sign him, but
I'm sorry, good.
I'm not gonna be mad if we sign him, but he's not on my wish list, honestly.
no, I don't like his attitude, bro.
Yeah.
You know, his
I'm
off field shit.
I'm still hoping we get him. But yeah,
I'm very happy with my Raiders move. Actually, I'm very surprised that they did it. I'm glad that they did it.
It's a Seattle reboot.
yeah, I was
over
gonna say new regime over there, man. You know,
Yeah.
Pete Carroll and Gino. You know, so when you saw that they traded for Gino for a 6th-round pick, you were like, "Oh fuck, we would have gave a 5th-round pick,
Yeah.
right?
It was a 3rd-round
like a 4th-round pick." But he wanted to go with his old head coach, and we had Gino.
I was gonna
before.
say to
Yeah.
me, we had him already.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Where'd our guy go? Danny went to Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Only a 1-year deal, though, right?
Right.
Yeah. Was it a 1-year deal? I don't know, but he's there expected to challenge for a starting position.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, which
Richardson.
is surprising.
Well, the kid Richardson is wishy-washy. He has really good games, and then he has fucking games where he's
I know,
absent. And he gave up on the game. He
Yeah,
walked out.
he did. You're right.
I'm tired.
I think he and Danny over there has the lowest passer rating in the NFL.
Wow.
Not shocked.
I would love to know how many yards they're rushing because they both run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as surprises, I was surprised to see you got Nick Bosa going to Buffalo. They dropped pretty much replacing what's his name.
But you're saying Gardner Minshew had a fucking bigger passer rating than Richardson?
Well, that's a possibility. Yeah. they had a pretty strong running game in Indianapolis.
They did, yeah.
You know, he was on my
Anyway, our Giants,
my fantasy winning team.
they haven't really made any big splashes. I mean, I've seen that they signed a few free agents, on either side of the ball, but nothing popping where you're getting excited over.
Yeah.
Does that make you a little nervous?
Nah, next year I'm not. Next year is not the year. I really think next year is part of the rebuild.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not looking too forward to next year as far as I'm not getting excited about next year. I'm excited just, because it's football. I'm excited to watch, football, but I'm not expecting much, dude, between Washington, Philadelphia, you know what I mean?
No.
In our division.
Washington got Debo Samuels.
Yeah.
Washington's made a
Another
few
tool.
That was
moves.
shocking to me, honestly, a little bit.
San Francisco, they're dismantling.
Yeah.
They're dropping pieces left and right.
I heard that. I heard CMC might be on the trading block.
Really?
Yeah. But he's always hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is
You
always
can't count on that guy.
Yeah. But when he's on the field.
Oh my God, he's a beast.
Best player on the field when
Yeah,
he's there.
he's on the field.
Let me
So,
ask you
I don't
something. If the Falcons cut Kirk Cousins, would you take him?
I'll take him.
If they cut Kirk Cousins, wait, so in place of Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Or just, as an
Or
option.
worse. Yeah.
Him, Rodgers, anyone else?
If Rodgers and Wilson are signed, then yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Kirk got some fire. I mean, he was recovering from a torn Achilles last
Yeah.
year. Everybody's like, giving Aaron Rodgers, he was recovering. So the second half of the year that he felt better. So Kirk Cousins was in the same situation. If that's what you're talking about.
I agree. And he got hurt later
Yeah.
than, 4 plays into the season.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
I want a young quarterback, bro. I want a young, good quarterback.
Well, this signing of a veteran is just a bridge
I know.
because we better be drafting with the third pick of the draft, the fucking quarterback. We have to. We need a future. We need something to look forward to. Like Adrian said, maybe in this upcoming year we're not looking to go to the Super Bowl.
Maybe they're putting themselves in position for Arch.
Arch. Oh, boy.
You think it's pride that they won't reach out to the Cowboys for Trey Lance? Or won't go after Trey Lance because of the Cowboys?
It's very rare to trade within the division, although Dallas
he's
and
a free
Washington made
agent.
trade.
He's a free agent. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Oh, okay. He's a free. No, that guy. He's got no. There's nothing to really go by. He's been nothing but a failure in this league. I'd rather have Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What's the story with him? He's still available, right?
Yeah, because Cleveland just signed. What was the guy from Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Yep.
Got drafted by.
Philly. He went to
I'm sorry, he
Pittsburgh.
got drafted from Pittsburgh, but what's his name?
Kenny Pickett.
Pickens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pickett.
Pickett.
Yeah,
Kenny
The
Pickett.
other guy's the wide receiver. Yeah, so they just got him, and then they have who knows what's going to happen with the massage guy,
The massage. Oh, yeah.
Deshaun.
Watson.
He's
I
got
don't
to
know.
play. They owe him a lot of money. They can't,
The massage.
guaranteed. No one else is going to pick up that contract, so they have to, hold on to him.
I thought we know by now, but I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. They
This
haven't-
might go into the weekend.
Giants have been quiet, bro. Quiet.
I think they're waiting.
quiet.
They're waiting. Stafford was their big move.
And this is what I'm saying about Aaron Rodgers. Again, it's always on his terms, waiting for him when he decides. Like, you really want this guy in your locker room? Because all these snobby players
For a
look
year?
up to him. Yeah, but they look up and they might catch that attitude,
I'll take him for a year. For a year, and to let a rookie quarterback, be in that room with him, that quarterback room with him. Yeah, I'll do that.
So
So
I just realized something. When the Browns got Deshaun Watson, he was already hurt. Remember?
Yeah, but
He was already coming back, so he wasn't fully recovered.
and he had a He had the suspension from the NFL.
Yeah, so it was a 5-year deal. He's got 2 years left on it. $230 million is fully guaranteed. That's including a $44.9 million signing bonus. Like I said, 2 years remaining. Each year is $46 million. So they can't even drop him because they take
That's what I said. They're stuck. with him,
36, almost a $37 million cap hit just on him.
man. No, they have to ride with him on the team.
They're gonna take the loss. That's it. that's gonna eat that money.
I mean, listen, the guy was good with the Texans. He really was good. If you could find any glimpse of what he used to be, I mean, they'll be in good shape.
He was great in college too.
I think the accusations and the embarrassment of him getting literally caught with his pants down just tore him apart mentally, and he's not the same player out there. If somehow he could get to some psychiatrist, get into that head, and tell him to block out all the noise and get back to your fundamentals. The guy had talent,
He sure did. All right, yeah, that's the NFL. All right, guys, we wrap things up with the Brew Crew email. We good? Are we going to start? You guys got anything else before we get into that?
I don't know.
Really quick, I sent you guys a text about that while he's looking. I sent you guys a text about this. Does your wife also sound like she's creating World War III in the shower?
No, I mean, it has happened before, but since we redid our bathroom, no, it doesn't happen as much.
That's when that shower head drops.
Oh, man.
What's going on over there, Gabe?
I'm gonna come.
I don't remember that. Is that a new one?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So what happened? She's just fucking like dominoes over there?
Yeah, there's
shampoo
just
bottles slamming around.
she's got like all these moisturizers, body lotions, shampoos, face cleansers,
Scaring you,
shave
huh?
gels.
Jumping out of your chair?
Shave gels.
You say you blame it on her, but have you ever been in the shower and knocked her shit over, and then you fucking scramble and pick shit
No.
up and fucking put it back? You're like, what
No.
the fuck, man?
Yeah. Have any of you guys ever slipped in the shower? Have you ever fell in the shower?
Oh, yeah. I haven't done, years ago, yes. And I was fucking walking funny for a week.
Bro, I fell in the shower one time. I fucking landed on my neck, dude. I was like jacked up for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst feelings ever.
I'm gonna tell a story about my late Uncle Wally. God bless him. Love you, Uncle Wally, but it's a funny story. So Uncle Wally liked to drink, and he was drinking one day. He went to take a shower. Gets in the shower. Realizes he has his socks on.
Oh, shit.
He goes to take his socks off and fucking boom, slips, breaks his arm in the fucking shower.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! I'm telling you, man, I can see that happen.
Yeah.
I can see that happen.
There's nothing soft to land on in a shower.
No,
Oh, it is hard. Yeah, that's a hard fall. Yeah.
fucking just, I'm like, I just laid there for like fucking couple minutes, just like in shock and pain.
You need those the sticky tape things in there.
I was a kid. It was years ago, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, or that bath mat with the suction cups.
Yeah.
My mom used to have that thing.
I remember those.
You guys take long showers or not?
Long now, no.
I do.
I like to sit on the toilet, turn the shower on, and steam that bathroom up.
I fucking
before
scream
I
at
get
my
in.
wife for that and kids for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally for fucking 15 minutes, only hot water.
Hot water, yeah. Steam that whole bathroom, get it fucking nice and steamy and shit.
5 people got a shower in my house. By the time it gets to me, I'm usually last.
Cold
There's no hot water.
I pretty much get in and get out, man. Like, do what I gotta do, and that's it.
I'm just so relaxed in a hot
Yeah. Oh,
shower.
forget about it. If I'm in there,
I got my fucking hands on the wall. I'm like chilling.
I like to put on like either music or
Oh, yeah.
I'll put on our show and
I gotta
put it on
put.
top.
I have to have music in the shower.
You kind of time yourself with the music, right? You're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, boom, 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 boom.
No. All right.
No music, guy?
Huh?
You don't listen to music in the show?
No, not really. Sometimes. I mean, very, very rarely.
Really?
You don't just put your phone on the counter and let it play, or
No, I mean that's how I'll do it if I
Yeah.
do it, but very rarely. I don't know. But me, I'm like when I get in the shower, it's like
it's like a chore you want to
Well-
get done?
kind of like Monday through Friday. Like
Yeah.
for me, like I'm just coming home from the gym, I got to shower. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean, I want to get done. I wash the sweat and all this crap off.
So you
me.
shower at night, well, in the
Yeah,
evening.
it really no. It depends. Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. It really depends on the day. You know what I mean? If I'm going to the gym, I'm showering. I'm always going to shower after the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I try not to. Yeah, I don't really go any. Like, yeah, I try to knock the gym out, and then
When I come home from work, the bathroom's like my fortress of solitude for like an hour. You know what I mean? Like,
An hour?
well, I'm just saying, like, I'll go in there, I'll sit on the toilet, I'll put either like a podcast on or something, and
Yeah.
fucking, start melting down, or look over your emails for the
Yeah.
day or something like that, and then, like I said, I'll turn the shower on, let that shit start steaming up, and then jump in. It's a whole routine, but the thing I do miss is having a shower radio. Growing up, I always had a shower a radio in the bathroom, not literally in the shower, but like I remember like being a kid and like ALK being on the radio while I'm getting ready for school and shit.
Walk pillow talk.
Yeah. 97.5.
Love songs.
Later on, I put on BLI. You don't get good receptions with those old radios back in the day. I don't know.
Next up from Air Supply. Yes.
Is it better now with technology? Because I always use my phone for music and stuff. But if you hook a regular,
You can get these cheap little suction cup speakers now. Boom.
Bluetooth,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So you play it
They're
off
waterproof.
Yeah.
You would never play the actual radio, like a little fucking
Dude.
alarm clock radio.
I mean, I've
or
listened to
something.
Yankee games in the shower. It's fucking actually awesome.
On the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've put on like now with the DirecTV. I put that on.
Yeah.
You know, what I
Wait,
mean?
What, do you have a TV in your bathroom?
No, on my phone.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll listen to it while you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I got I got glass shower doors.
So you look
Sometimes
over,
I'll be looking like then I'll watch a little bit.
hear the crack of the bat, you stick your head out, all soapy and shit.
I've asked you guys this before.
He's so
but-
full of shit because he tapes every fucking game.
That's
right?
true.
Joe,
That's
don't believe
true.
a
Not,
fucking word
not
he's saying.
Yankees. I don't tape Yankee games.
I've asked you guys this before, so this will be interesting to see if you have a different answer. Do you pee in the shower?
Yes.
No, we talked about this. No.
I do.
Kidding me? My wife
Yeah.
would fucking kill me if she knew that.
First thing, how would she know that though?
I mean, it's fucking.
You're
right
peeing
here.
down the drain.
We're talking about it right now.
Oh,
If he admitted to it, she'd fucking,
it's the first thing I do.
she'd be skivots. She'd be in there right now, scrubbing it down, right?
I got good aim. My shit goes right down the drain.
No. All right, let's
Not
get
like you're
this.
doing a waffle stomp or anything. It's just
All right,
pee.
let's get. Gabe, you're a filthy fucking animal, and this is the second time we brought it up.
He likes to pee in the shower.
Let's get to this Brew Crew email. Let's wrap this fucking show up.
Barb.
Brew Crew
Welcome.
email.
You've got
Mike, what's your
mail.
email?
It is Brew Crew at beersandbs.com.
Joey, where can they find us?
You can find us anywhere you get your podcasts. All the places.
Love it. Love how Joey's not lazy. It's Amazon, Apple, Pandora, Spotify, YouTube. Like Joey said, anywhere you get your podcasts. Guys, seriously, this is one of our favorite parts of the show. When you guys write in, ask us questions, we love it. So please keep sending it.
New caller tonight, it looks like. I mean, a new email tonight.
Yes, we do. We do have a new email, and that's Stacy from Long Beach.
Stacy.
I love Long Beach. I gotta be honest with you guys. I love it. In the summer,
It's cool.
really cool place. Stacy from Long Beach asks, if you could do it over again, would you change your profession, or would you keep the one you have? Mike.
Oh, listen, if I had to do it all over again, yeah. I'd pay more attention in school. I honestly, I think being a dentist is the best profession. you know?
Really?
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Orthodontist is probably better, bro. More
maybe,
money. I'm saying more money, probably.
32 teeth or 34, whatever, these people have.
32.
32. How hard is it to keep track of 32 teeth? You know what I mean? They're all the
Whatever these
same.
people have, 34, 32.
Fucking, someone's got a snaggle tooth here and there.
Once you figure 34 of them out, there's nothing more that you need to know.
Hey, here's a toothbrush for those cavity creeps.
And they get paid a ton of money.
They do.
They
make
work
good
like 3 days a week,
money.
right?
And they have the title of doctor.
Yeah, no shit, bro. They can prescribe drugs and stuff, Yeah. Come on.
Huh?
A dentist is a nice gig, bro. This is a nice gig.
Dr. D.
I'd rather be an anesthesiologist.
Ooh.
Yeah, they make good money. Those
right.
Oof.
They make good money.
Big
Nighty
time.
night, yeah.
Big time.
See, I would be afraid of that, dude. I would be. You ever get anesthesia? CC?
I've never been put under.
Anesthesia?
Really?
Never been put under.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, you could fuck that up. I feel. You know what I mean with the needles and all that stuff.
Yeah, but it's all formulas now, right? The weight times
Dude,
this, that.
The guy that does it to me, he punches the shit in the computer, and the computer puts out the dose.
Yeah.
You see,
That's what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
all formula they put in.
right. The white liquid
Yeah, but
comes
dude,
out and boom.
I got a nerve. I had shoulder surgery. I got a nerve blocker, and the fucking thing didn't work. It didn't take.
See, that's scary. Like
Yeah.
you hear stories of people waking up during surgeries and shit.
Oh, my friend woke up the other day during a procedure.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
And they were like, "Oh, you're awake," and they fucking tapped her with something, and she was out.
I was
Put
gonna
it back
say,
down.
All she could remember was looking at them, big eyed, and hearing, "Oh, you're awake," and then she was back out.
So it wasn't the friend that got the penis enlargement.
No,
The donkey dick, the donkey dick transplant.
Dude, I woke. They said during my knee surgery, they said I woke up.
really?
Yeah, I don't remember it, but they said I woke up.
You know what's scary about that shit too? Like when you do wake up, you could talk some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I get the shot in the back, right? And listen, as many tattoos and stuff as I have, I get put under for the shot in the back. I don't want to see, I don't want people to see me, cry, a tear come out. I don't want none of that shit. I heard it's painful. Put me under. I wake up, I don't feel nothing, right? But they told me one day, so it was around the 4th of July. It was right after the 4th of July, and I had the procedure done. And when I woke up, they were like, "Oh, you had a good weekend. You told us you were drinking for 3 days straight." I was like, "Oh, I did." I had no recollection of saying shit like that. But you see videos of people like confessing and shit, doing fucked up shit. I'm like, it was 4th of July, and they're like, yeah, no big deal. But I did confess to them that I was drinking.
Mike the dentist. Joey, what about you, pal?
I think I would be a teacher. Having the whole summer off, bro, getting a nice 6-figure salary and having the whole summer off was always very intriguing to me.
What like gym teacher or
I mean, phys ed teacher's a nice gig.
photography, art teacher,
Anything that I'm getting off from mid-June to fucking September, I'll do any of it.
yeah, biology.
Yeah, sure. All right, there's not many jobs that happen.
No, that's awesome. They have a great game. All the holidays off. Every holiday plus the summer. Come on.
That is pretty much my answer as well. I mean, look, I had a job in law enforcement, a career in law enforcement, loved it. I really do. I miss it to this day. But if I could do it over again, I would be a gym teacher or a social studies teacher.
Yeah.
Probably gym. Like or really like go, but then
Movie history. That's a class you could probably be a very good teacher at.
movie history, yeah, maybe. I think so, man. I think watching a gym teacher, going to school in shorts, going to school in
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's an easy gig.
Oh well, I mean, it depends. I'll tell you right now, elementary school gym teacher is an easy gig.
Yes, no, that's true.
There's a lot, you got a lot to go through it, to get that education for it. But that's definitely what I would do. Gabe, what about you, Bob?
I used to say that I wanted to be a gynecologist, and then I started thinking about having to see 80-year-old vagina, and then I changed my mind. I think I would be a plastic surgeon.
Big money.
Yeah.
Big money.
Would you work on yourself?
Yes, I would have a massive
Prosthetic penis.
yes.
No, prosthetics isn't that's a different doctor.
He's like, look, I put an extra clip in it. Yeah.
Bang. All right.
Look at the barrel on this motherfucker.
Check out this hog.
All right. So apparently we would all change
Yeah, we're not happy with our
perfections.
our current choices.
No.
And by the way, husband and wife teachers.
Yeah, it's a good
Jackpot.
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Good combo. All right, cool. Thanks, Stacey from Long Island. Thank you for writing in. And great question. And please, thank you for listening. Keep listening and keep writing in emails. Okay.
Any thoughts? Seriously, because both your teachers are, both your wives are teachers, and they have these cuts with the Department of Education. Any fall down from that, like trickle down?
No, because they're not.
It's not on the federal level. It has nothing to do with them.
Teachers aren't losing. It's not like the teachers
There's no
gonna lose their
talk
jobs.
about it or anything like that.
Nah, well, it's just because they don't talk politics in the building.
They don't.
Nah.
So a bunch of hens. You'd figure they talk about everything.
Nah, people, they're smarter than us. You know what I mean? So
That's a political job, right? Like, depending on what regime is in charge of hiring and shit like that, you have to worry about that shit.
yeah, and like I said, because it doesn't really affect their job as far as their having the job? Are they going to be losing a job? What's going on out there? There's a lot of sirens. I don't know. So I mean, Joe, you?
My wife?
Yeah. I'm
Nah,
saying, no, right?
I don't think it's getting down to this level. You know,
Yeah.
they're not pulling teachers out of the classroom
No.
yet, as far as I know.
Yeah. And both our wives, for what we teach, that would be, they'd lose a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My wife teaches special ed, you know? So anyway.
Adrian.
Yeah, so that was Stacey from Long Beach. All right, guys, one more question, and that is from Barbara from Mastic,
Barb.
our favorite listener, our
Love you, Barb.
Hey, Barb.
best emailer, and Barbara's got another great one. Okay, she asks, did you ever run away from home as a kid? If so, where did you go, and how long did it last?
Something tells me Mike ran away a lot. I don't know why I have that thought. I think maybe from just the reaction you just gave, but
No, I didn't run away a lot, but I did run away one time, and it was significant.
you were gone?
So what happened? All right, so this is it. My father always used to say, if you're gonna be late, call, right? So I'm out with a couple guys. We're at this girl's house in Port Jeff. I see shit's going down.
What? How old were you? I need a full picture
I
here.
had to be like 14 or 15 years old. Let's say 15.
Hanging out with girls from 10 towns away already at 15? Good for you, bro.
Yeah. And so let's say I had to be home at 12:30, right? So it's like fucking 10:30. I see shit's going. I call the old man. I'm like, listen, bro, I'm gonna be late tonight. He's like, oh, bro, you have plenty of time to get home. You can make it. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. There's like a party going on here and stuff. I'm going to hang out. I'm letting you know I'm going to be late. He's like, no, you don't understand. You got plenty of time to get home. Your ass better get the fuck home. I'm like, all right, so I'm just letting you know I'm going to be late. And I hang up the phone, right? This is before cell phones and shit like that. Yo, bro, go, hanging out the party. It's probably like 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I go get dropped off at my house. My dad is sitting at, we had like a little picnic, a park bench out in front of my house. And my dad was sitting there with this pipe in his hand and a beer next to him. And and as the car pulls up, I see him like smacking the pipe on his hand. And I'm like, yo, bro, keep driving. And my buddy's like, no, get out of the car. And I'm like, bro, keep driving. And they it was like 4 or 5 guys. They're all laughing like it's a fucking joke.
Did he beat that ass?
No, until my father came up to the car and smashed the pipe on top of the car. And I was like, bro, I told you, keep fucking driving. So they tore out and left. So, I stood out that night, right? And my dad was fucking flipping, like, he went out looking for me and shit. He didn't find me. But so early in the morning, I called the house. This is before cell phones and stuff. I pay phone. I called the house and I'm like, is it all right to come home? My mother's like, yeah, he's sleeping right now. He could come home. And I came home and yeah, there was hell to be paid the next day. You know what I mean? But he didn't have a pipe in his hand, so I was in good shape.
He got over it?
Yeah. Listen, I was trying to be honest and tell him that I was going to be there. Now as a parent, I see his point of view. But, so I stood out that night. It was bad. That night was bad. Yeah, significant in my house.
It was a good party, huh?
Oh yeah.
What about you?
I never ran away from home.
Never.
I remember wanting to, but I never really pulled the trigger.
I have like two things. Two things came to mind when I saw this. One was like pretty crazy, and the other one, I'll tell you the minor one first. I mean, whatever, stupid shit. Not just not getting along at home and stuff. And yeah, exactly. Not getting along with my mom at home and stuff, and just not liking the way shit was going down. And I just fucking was like, whatever. And I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. And I went 5 houses down the road, okay, to our friend's house, Mike L. Right, and I just stayed there for 2 nights. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like, that was my version of running away from home.
She had no idea where you were?
No, she knew. She knew where I was, but like I just fucking left. You know what I mean? But it was it's so it wasn't realistic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like I was moving in with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so it was just stupid.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm fucking at whatever. I don't need. I'm out of here. You know, and I fucking left.
Made your point, right?
I mean, not really. You know, she didn't. She's like, what? She's like, what? Like, you'll be back. You know what I mean? So that was that instance, and then there's another instance. Okay, once again, my mom. I was probably about. I want to say I was about 12 or 13. Okay, and we were at someone's house in Brentwood. Okay, now it's around Christmas time. All right, now so for those listening, that's not from around here. Brentwood's about. Let's what, half hour away from us, right? About a half hour away from us. My mom embarrassed me. You know, I got yelled at in front of a bunch of people and stuff, and shit just wasn't handled right. And I was like, fucking, I'm out of here. And I just stormed out. Now, I had money in my pocket because it was Christmas time. I just got money from my aunt for Christmas. So I had cash in my pocket. I walked to the train station in Brentwood at about 10 o'clock at night, okay? And I got a fucking taxi, bro. You know how all the cabs are lined outside for the people coming off the train, bro. And this guy drove me back to my house.
Oh God, it cost you $65.
It's probably about back then it's probably like $40 or so, whatever. You know what I mean? But I had cash. Nobody knew where the fuck I was. When I got home, right, I called the house, that my mom was at and stuff like that, and they were fucked, bro. Everybody was looking for me. Everybody was looking for me. It was a fucking mess. I would fucking kill my kid right now, right? If something like that ever happened. I was just I don't know. I was just like, fuck you. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and you did.
That's
And I did, but as an adult and a parent now, what a dick move that was. But whatever. I had to grow up fast anyway. You know what I mean? I used to take the train to the city and go to Jersey and all that shit. Yeah.
None of my kids never ran away.
Times were different.
I guess I wasn't that.
Yeah, my kids didn't run away either.
My kids would not run away if there was no Wi-Fi wherever they were going.
Dave, what about you?
I never ran away, but I have been on multiple 4 or 5 day benders, not at home. So,
Where you just disappeared for days?
yeah. So I used to do a lot of drugs. And I would go do drugs at other people's houses and eventually just pass out or just be so fucked up that I stay there or be drunk and just stay there. And then the party continues when I wake up or something. Yeah. Back in the day.
4 days.
Yeah. Cocaine, man. Fucking cocaine can keep the party going.
I almost ran away the other day, actually, from my house.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I wanted to disappear for 4 days, but yeah.
So, fucking try climbing out the window?
Well, that's what happens. He went away with the family. They spent a lot of time together, and now
No, I'm just kidding.
Calgon, take me away.
All right, Barbara from Massac, another great question. All right.
Love the question,
Way to bring
Barbara.
up some childhood pain.
Keep them coming.
All right, guys, that's it. That's our pod for this week.
It's episode 60.
Episode 60 in the books.
In the fucking house.
Gabe, thank you very much.
Babe.
As always, please listen, share, follow,
Subscribe. Like.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's my lunch theme song you're playing right there. I need a hero.
All right, get home safe.
All right, everybody.